つながるかな？つながったかな？コントローラーが、ちょっと待って。はい、こんばんは。冬レミヤキャンでーす。昨日、終わらなかったので、今日、やっていきます。UnMetal、もしかしたら、速攻、終わってしまう可能性もあります。はい。というわけで、地下からなんだけど、ちょっと、今の撮ったから、セーブしに、
Pineapple, cherries, orange, melon.
覚えとけよ。この辺触るだけ触って、セーブを一回したい。で、銃装備しといて、どれぐらいで終わるのかな？いい、ダブル。ダブルで、ここでダブル来てから、次が来たっていう話で、ここで一回、セーブ。N4 回なので、1回目。N1 回。2回。3回。あれ ?4 回合ってる。で、ここを、イーストだから、合ってる。E に行って、S、南、右でイースト、さんこんばんはいらっしゃい。サウスでこっち。もうね、昨日中途半端なとこで終わっちゃったから今日、速攻終わるかもしれない。で、もう一回、S。で、ここが、来た。ブラックライクさんこんばんはいらっしゃい。セーブしとこう。うずらさんグッデビにいらっしゃい。こっから、来た4回。1回目。2回目。3回目。4回目。で、ここを、イースト。右に行き。 ここが、北で、ウエスト2階、1階と、もう1階行って、で、トイレ北に行き、イースト行って、あと、上。もう一回上。ここか？
There was something odd about that wall. I found a suspicious brick
いけない。
that smelled like turkey. I pushed it
押
and
したら？あ、いける？オッケー。やばい、速攻ありそう。ステージ9、終わっちゃった。ファイナルチャプター来ちゃった。
I entered the secret door and left those dungeons behind. Ahead of me was a less
30分かか
dank
らないか
portion
な？
of the basement. According to Mike, there had to be an elevator somewhere that went to General X's office, which should ultimately hold the original helicopter key. On the other hand, Robert told me that he heard of a special
ド
room
ア
with
と
an
か
X
X
on
マ
its
ークの
door,
ついてる扉。
which could alternatively hold a copy of that key. Either option was fine as long as I could get a hold of a damn working key. And thus, my search of
そ
the
う、速攻
basement
ありそうだな、
began.
この感じ。最後。まあ、早く終わったら、早く終わったで別にいいので、C1。C4 作るの？これもしかして。敵もいない。敵もいないぞ。C1 C1 と C1 捨て C2 ってことはまた C1 があと
There it
6つあ
was,
る？
General X's private elevator.
鍵がない。戦闘もないんですかね、もしかして。X の扉あるけど、一旦スルーして。壊せるものは全部壊す。C1 でしょ？で、C1 と C1 を合わせて、C2 と C2 合わせた C4 になっちゃった。そうか。1122で44か。これ爆発する？しますね。まあしますよね。そうですよね。鍵が
A door marked with an X, just like Robert told me.
X
There
マー
it
クとは
was,
怪しすぎ
the
るけ
secret
ど、
room where they kept the helicopter key.
Why would they keep a key in such a creepy place instead of an office?
The more I thought about it, the more things felt out of place. I had a
怪
strange
しすぎま
feeling,
すけど、
like a gut feeling that something was just wrong.
でもまあ入る。あー、バナですね。
You have finally arrived.
General X?
The same.
捕まって
Are you
る。
searching for a key, Mr. Fox? Perhaps one for a helicopter? You won't find it here, Mr. Fox. I'm
ここにも
afraid
ない
that
ぞ。
your
はい。
contact has betrayed you.
Fuck.
Don't blame him. He's been the victim of my counterintelligence.
Right there, in front of me, was General X, the puppet master
ジェ
of
ネラル X がい
Operation
た。
Jericho.
はい。
Not only was he a merciless psychopathic asshole, he was so smart that he could predict my every move.
すべて見切るほど
For
の知恵を持ってい
starters,
た。
he tricked me and Robert into searching for this room.
You had us waiting longer than expected, Mr. Fox.
If you drew some arrows in the labyrinth, I
そう
would
で
have
すね。
come sooner.
That would remove a certain charm, don't you think? By the way, I brought some company.
Colonel! Doctor!
はい、
I
佐
see
藤ドク
you're
ター。
already acquainted. I'll get to the point, Mr. Fox. Surrender. Otherwise,
報
we'll
復し
start
ろ。
executing our
いや、
guests.
There were
脱
too
出
many
するためだけに来たんですけ
people.
ど
If I opened fire, Harris and the doctor could die.
Let me guess. You're considering the option of shooting, but you know that Harris and the doctor could die.
Fuck, yeah. He read my
ど
mind.
うするんです
But that asshole X was a clean shot. If I shot quickly, I could kill him.
Now you're probably thinking I'm stupid for being so exposed, and that you can kill me with a quick enough shot. If you shoot and kill me, that would be the end of the final boss. Of all of this, you'd be a hero. Do you really have such a low
英雄にな
opinion
る気は
of
ない
my
んですけど、
intellect,
別に。
Mr. Fox?
Shit. This was part of his plan. He was here on purpose. I was thinking that he might have worn a bulletproof vest.
By now, you should be thinking that I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. Shooting an armored man would be foolish,
なん
don't
か
you think?
Fuck. He read my mind once again. But even
ジョ
if
ジョみ
his
たいな
body
感じにな
was
ってきた。
covered, his head was not. One bullet between his eyes and goodbye.
But you're not a quitter, Mr. Fox. It's only logical that
全
you
部読んでるぞ
consider
と言ってるけ
shooting me in
ど
the head.
回想だからま
A
あ
challenging yet possible shot. An Olympian trial of marksmanship, reflexes, and luck. Let me spare you the trouble. Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
え
shoot me in the head at point blank range.
But, sir.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
The bullet went through his head, but the bastard was unfazed.
Return to your post, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
死んでますけど一人兵士が
What you're staring at in awe, Mr. Fox, is a projected image of myself.
映像かい
Hologram.
Precisely, Mr. Fox. And now that it's obvious that you can't kill me, let's conclude the matter of your surrender. Or are there not enough dead bodies to convince you?
もう犠牲が一人出てますけど
10 seconds to think about it.
Of course.
またですかまた選択肢降参
It's okay. I surrender.
したら死ぬはい降伏したら死ぬ奥地さんこんばんはいらっしゃい
You have
Colonel!
じゃあハリスかドクターでハリス
Kill Harris.
もうゲームオーバーこの部屋に入った時点でもうゲームオーバーかなもしかして
Colonel! Kill Harris.
だねこの部屋に入ったらもうゲームオーバーここには入ってはいけないってことかなでもいけないんだよな入るしかないぞ どの選択肢をとっても
To use the
ダメ。
explosive, I needed something to act as a timer.
まさかのこれ腕時計が。人質なんていなかった。適当にやったら本当にくっついちゃった。これでいける？これでいける？
Mr. Fox.
Colonel! The bullet.
あー、選択肢変わった。いける。皮肉、神、危険。皮肉言うか。
Do you know what I find ironic?
Do tell, Mr. Fox.
That the two soldiers standing behind the doctor and the colonel, the ones supposed to execute them, are actually the ones that'll save their lives.
Fascinating. How do you figure?
Meat shields.
Meat shields.
縦になるんだ。爆弾から。
Bricks.
What?
Doctor!
わーい。
I'm fine.
合って
What
た。
happened?
An explosion. The guard behind you received the brunt of it. Colonel!
He's alive.
ビリーさん
Looks
こ
like
ん
he
ばん
just
は。いらっ
blacked
し
out.
ゃい。
We have to leave before reinforcements arrive. I'm taking Harris with me.
It's best not to move him. We don't know if he has any fractures or internal wounds.
I'll take the risk. He can't stay here.
ハリスとアイスとダッシュロー。
I'm not coming, Fox.
Why not?
There are injured that require my attention, and I don't want to leave my father alone.
What? They were going to kill you.
脱出しない
No,
の
they
か。
weren't. It was just a trick to catch you. And if I leave, my father won't work and they'll kill him. Run! Go away!
I'll come back for you with the cavalry. You have my word. I left that room, carrying the colonel.
Wait, you're saying that you managed to rescue Colonel Harris?
That's correct.
Well, Mr. Fox, let's see what you invent to remove him from this story.
Lieutenant, we found a corpse in the remains of the helicopter.
What? Who is he?
We don't know, Lieutenant. It was totally carbonized by the fire.
焦
Take
げ
him
て
to the
る。
lab. I want a forensic analysis done yesterday. Do you understand me, Wachowski?
Yes, sir.
Fuck. We killed Colonel Harris. May God forgive us.
No, he's not Harris. The colonel died a month ago in an ambush. These are his personal
ありしない。
belongings, his dog tag, his watch.
じゃあ誰？
Don't you remember, Sergeant? We found them on his corpse. That man has never seen the colonel. He's just trying to confuse us with his lies. Fuck's sake, he has absolutely no evidence for what he's saying.
I have this.
But what? If I'm
指
not
輪。
mistaken, it's a graduation ring for the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
Sergeant, you don't believe him, do you?
With all due respect, sir, I only said that Colonel Harris graduated in the 48th Commission of Officer Candidate School.
He's trying to fool us, Sergeant. I remind
なん
you
か真
that
面目な
there are
話に
more
なってる
rings like
な。
this one.
Yes, but not with the same smell.
It reeks of shit.
Sir, permission to smell the ring? Fuck. It smells just like Colonel Harris's anus.
What? How the hell do you know what the
匂ったことあるの？
colonel's anus smells like?
I'm not authorized to reveal that information, sir.
Fuck. This is getting out of hand. Mr. Fox, continue your story. Let's see if we can finish this once and for all.
おいおいおいおい。おいおいおいおい。大佐置いてきちゃった。
Base, area is clear. Returning to my position.
エリエーズクリア。え？目の前にあるのに？ こに倒れてるのにざるすぎるだろう。ガバすぎる。ガバガバかよ。お家で帰ってる仕事しないぞあいつら。倒れてるのに。仲間倒れてるのに。いいのか君らそれで。ガバガバすぎる。当たんないか、残念。固まってるなぁ。とりあえず来てくれないかなぁ。とりあえず消していこう。同時に動いてるなぁ。まあゆっくりこう。お、来るか？目の前で仲間が殴られてもそのまま。
I went up in the private elevator of.
エレベーター上がって。
They found a bullet in the carbonized corpse head.
A bullet?
So it wasn't us after all. Colonel Harris was murdered.
Hey, friend, don't look at me. I haven't killed anyone.
I'm not your friend.
For fuck's sake, shut up. Wachowski, send the bullet to Science Officer Hollister for analysis. And tell him to collate it with the gun Mr. Fox had on him. Maybe we'll have a surprise. I want the results of that 5 minutes ago. Understood?
Yes, sir.
上がって。
Wow! That asshole General X had some cool music equipment. Multi-band equalizer, auto-amplified subwoofer, and...
ここ
No
いる？
way. Double-deck cassette player. Fuck, you could record directly from one cassette to another.
まあいい設備持ってるんだね。はい。トイレ全部破壊する実績があった。回復あるってことはまさかの開発者、なんでこんなとこに開発したの？なんでこんなとこに開発のお話があるんですかね？今必要なんですかね？ 今いる？このタイミングでいる？はいはい。カバーアートとかいろいろ紹介してるけど、ラスボス戦があるらしい。ラスボス戦があるとのこと。そう、昨日やっぱ途中短いカーブにしとけば終わったかもな。
Fuck! I found out that
アイテムいっ
bastard kept
ぱ
a
い。
fully stocked armory behind his office.
グレネードで破壊するっていう実績があったから結構
It wasn't wise to use weapons there.
武器使えない。マジ？物資いっぱい。めっちゃ物資いっぱいある。上行ける？まだ上行けるんだ。
I finally reached the last floor.
Lieutenant, we already have the
回線切っちゃった。
ballistics results.
And?
You are right, sir. Ballistics established that the bullet was fired from Mr. Fox's gun.
You killed Colonel Harris, you bastard!
Sergeant, behave.
Sir, permission to execute that assassin!
Permission denied. First off, we can't confirm the identity of the victim until we have the forensics report.
大切じゃないよ。
Second, according to policy, Mr. Fox has the right to finish his story. Mr. Fox, continue. And you better not contradict the evidence we're collecting.
ちょっと待って。大佐を持ってきてないから。
Mr. Fox, leaving so soon and without a farewell.
ここに出るんだ。な
That's
るほ
not
ど。
very neighborly of you. And what's that on your shoulder? That's personal property, Mr. Fox. Haven't your parents taught you never to steal?
General X stood in my way, assuming it was
General
really
X,
him and not another hologram.
Are you asking yourself if I'm another hologram?
Well, yeah.
No, not this time. It is
本物？
I, in the flesh.
Good. Then I'll...
一人で出て大丈夫
In
か？
my head?
You read my mind.
Please tell me, Mr. Fox, how does one shoot that which they cannot see?
What? What the fuck?
ステルス
You
迷
like my
彩？
new device, Mr. Fox? Optical
敵が使うの
electronic
か？
color camouflage, the latest in nanotechnology. Obviously, if you start firing randomly, there's still a chance I may be hit. I believe dumb luck is a concept you're fond of. So if you
敵
don't
がステル
mind,
スしてくる
I
の
invite you
か。
to spend some ammunition with some friends.
ワイヤー？ワイヤー？違う。アイテム取られてる。めっちゃアイテム取られてる。全部回収されてる。
Do you have many bullets left, Fox? I imagine not. I suspect you've
もうないだ
stashed
ろう。
some
いや、
grenades, though.
めっちゃありますけど。いや、弾いっぱいありますけど。グレネード出してみろって言われてんで出します。 横じゃない。斜めに投げさせてほしい。
Mr.
なんで横にしか投げれないんだ。相手にどんどんパクられていくから、まあこれ合ってるんだろうな。で次グレネールでしょ。はいはい。即死する。マジ？あいつ強くない？
Mr. Fox, leaving so.
横からじゃないといけないけど、うまいこと回り込んで爆発物でね、多分。あ、めっちゃ簡単。
Do you have many bullets left, Fox?
ここが下に行くとこれ食らうから、真横に行かないぐらいで頑張ってやってるしかないのかな。真横に行くとミサイル飛んでくるから、真横に行かないように若干下からこの円をかぶせてやる感じ。作業かな。足りるこれ。足りた。オッケー。
Well, you should be low on ammo by now, which means it's time to
弾
comfortably.
ありますけどまだいっぱい。
By the way, I'm sure you may have noticed by now, while you were distracted with my friends, I took the liberty to follow you around and recover some of my stolen property.
こっから残り一発だったね。危ない危ない。待って、これ死んだやり直し。当たんな。いや、見えないからな。当たらないですね。どうすんだこれ。これかこれか。これだわ。正解。あ、ちょっときっと回収された。
You managed to injure me, Mr. Fox.
半分減ってますけ
Sincerely,
ど、
this was beyond my expectations. Luckily, you've brought my first aid kits. Hope you don't mind that you're missing one.
So, you've been stealing my stuff.
Your stuff. Everything you've acquired is from my base, Mr. Fox. And as the proverb
まあそうですね。
states, one who steals from a thief will receive 100 years of pardon.
That bastard had been
借りてるだけ
stealing
ですけ
from me
ど
while I was busy destroying his machines. and I'm sure he was going to steal more stuff as he needed it.
人間超えてる。まあこれは透明な迷彩使ってるからだから。これ手榴弾足りなくない？またパクられるでしょこれ多分。でしょうね。わざと食らって使っとくか。わざと食らって使ってなくしとこう。じゃあこれでいいでしょう。
You've run out of first aid kits, Mr. Fox.
はい、なくなりました。
You'll be unable to heal yourself anymore.
Fortunately, it also means that you've run out of them.
Which adds to the thrill. Let the best man win.
こっからは
What the fuck? You bastard!
透明状態でなんか
Mr.
してきた。
First you complain because I remove your belongings, and now you complain again when I return them?
What?
Cheer up. I simply gave back your
錆び
rusty
たワイヤー
watch.
刺された。
Though maybe I've been a little brusque. You can find it between your ribs. By the way, Mr. Fox, let's see if you can kill me before bleeding to death. Good luck.
時間制限ありですか？要するに。なんて面倒な。あと1回できる？倒せたわ。
I have
倒せたわ。
underestimated you, Mr. Fox.
Boss defeated.
やったぜ。結局殴って終わった。
What are you waiting for? Finish me.
Time without paying for your crimes? No way. I'll take you to a trial so they condemn you and lock you in a cell to rot for the rest of your life.
I see. Tell me, Mr. Fox, how are you going to take me if you can't move?
What?
スタンガー？
You're so predictable. I knew you wouldn't kill me or let me die. Just like all of my other subordinates, they consistently led you directly into my trap, Mr. Fox. Honestly, I hope you were
ま
going
だ
to
終わって
surprise
ない
me,
もしかして。
like that little spark in the basement. But once more, the pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, thanks for volunteering to test my new paralyzer.
敵の方が
The
1枚
discharge
上
it
だった。
releases shuts down the whole peripheral nervous system. You should have killed me when you had the chance. See you never, Mr. Fox.
対策打った？
See you never, General X. Are you all right, son? Don't worry. The effects on the paralysis will wear off soon. But it's not prudent to stay here. Come on, stand up, Fox. I'll help you walk.
大佐が撃って生き延びてヘリにステージコンプリートした。
Colonel Harris and I went to the
脱出
helicopter.
完了。
A few
終わっちゃっ
minutes
た。
later, when I regained my motor skills, we took off.
Lieutenant, we have the forensic report of the carbonized corpse.
Hand it to the sergeant. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Looks like we can finally prove that Mr. Fox has been lying. Sergeant, what does the report say?
And the physiological study confirms that the corpse with identification C4423 measures 3 inches taller than Colonel Alan Harris,
別人
disproving his identity. What? Then he's not the Colonel.
Of
じゃあ
course
誰
not. I told you, Sergeant. Care to explain this, Mr. Fox? Are you going to tell us that he was tortured on a rack until it stretched him 3 inches?
That would be
ページコンプリート、まあ
ridiculous. He's not
珍しいけ
Colonel
ど
Harris.
あるには
Never said
あ
he
る
was.
You what? You just told us that you both flew away in that
脱出し
helicopter.
たんじゃないの
I told you we escaped together, but never said that corpse was Colonel Harris. In fact, I have no idea who it is.
え
Are you sure you found it in the helicopter? Did you plan it yourselves to incriminate me? Like some dirty cops?
How dare you? Enough games, Mr. Fox, enough. We'll find out who you are and then we'll execute you. What now?
What the hell is happening in here?
大佐
Colonel in the room? Salute!
At ease.
Colonel Harris? You're alive. Sir, we thought you passed away.
As you can see, Lieutenant, I'm alive and kicking. Why is this man handcuffed?
We were interrogating him. He's a spy that we captured, sir.
A spy? Are you pulling my leg? He's a civilian who was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. He's also the man that not only saved my life and freed me from the ex-army base, but also
助けたのは
he
大佐本
found
物
classified
ジェリコ作
information
戦
about
は拾った
Operation
ね
Jericho. That will be essential in stopping the ex-army. For goodness sakes, that man's a fucking hero. Release him immediately.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them your heroic feat, Fox?
I was at when we entered the
コン
helicopter.
プリートの完
But
了
it looks
じゃ
like
な
they
い
found a corpse in the helicopter. But fuck, I don't know who he is. They
本当
say
だ
he
っ
has
た
a bullet in his head, and it came from my gun. But I haven't killed anyone.
That corpse was General X. I killed him with your gun myself. Don't you remember?
え死体乗せてたの
See you never, General X. Later, while you were regaining your senses inside the helicopter, I retrieved General X's corpse and dragged it to the helicopter's aft. That bastard was heavy. In the
そうなんだ。
air. You know what happened.
なんで回収したんだ
Hurry
ろう
up, Fox. They're following us.
Don't rush me, Colonel. I'm getting used to the controls. This piece of junk has levers and buttons everywhere. But don't panic.
エ
I
ゴ
think
通
we'll
知
be
を
able to
い
reach
や
Allied territory
合
before
って
they
るか
catch
わかん
up.
ない
Then I'll call the cavalry. Charlie, Alpha, Charlie, Alpha. 54438, do you copy? Damn it! This radio isn't working. Fucking piece of shit.
ちゃんと
Don't
改
worry,
造
Colonel. As soon as we
全部
reach
本当だ
Allied
ったんだと
territory,
いうこ
they'll
と
stop
は
pursuing us.
Don't worry. Son, with no radio, when this fully armed piece of Soviet junk pings their radar, the first thing they're gonna do when
落とされ
we
る
don't
な
answer is take us down.
Fuck. So we'll be shot at if we keep going, or we'll be shot at when we turn around?
Affirmative. We're between a rock and a hard place. We'll abandon the helicopter as soon as we cross the border. I'm gonna search for the parachutes. But jumping would still be risky in this jungle terrain.
You
Aye.
have them, Colonel? We're nearly there.
There's only one, Fox. You jump and deliver the documents to the Allies.
Are you insane, Colonel? They won't believe me. And you don't know how to pilot this junk.
I'm dead to them anyway. You're young. You have your life ahead of you, son. Take this ring.
どうやって
Show
来た
it
の
to
って
them.
も
They'll believe you.
Fuck, it reeks of shit.
半魚人とかウツボとか地下迷宮リレーとか全部本当だったらしい
They put their hands on me. So I hit it. In the only safe place I had left. My ass. Come on, son, put on the parachute.
Colonel, you need to jump and tell them everything yourself.
We argued about who had to jump, but I had
Hold
to
on,
admit that
hi.
Mr. Fox had one convincing argument. Fox, what are you waiting for? Hurry up, son.
説得しろ
We're running out of time. For heaven's sake, put on the parachute. The next thing I remember was waking up,
まあ
hanging
殴る
from
んで
the
すよね
parachute
まあそうですよ
tangled
ね
to a tree.
説得
The owner of a farm who spotted me arrived a few
クレール
minutes
なプラン
later. after tending to my wounds and offering me food. He was so kind as to bring me here to the base.
The lieutenant and the sergeant were shocked and immediately apologized. A few days later, the army decorated me with 2 medals.
Jesse Fox, for rescuing an MIA military colonel and recovering intelligence on Operation Jericho.
パラシュート木に引っかかるからまあそうなるよ。
Of the 5th Battalion, award you a Purple Cross of Civilian Courage.
That medal really exists?
It didn't. They had to invent it, as they had nothing that they could provide for a civilian.
You're also awarded the Gandhi Medal of the National Idiot.
National idiot?
Well, I received it because I didn't kill any enemies at all during the escape. As you know, militaries don't get why killing is wrong.
Well, at least we agree on that.
So, thanks to the documents I found, the Allies could find and sink every related submarine. The military base, docks, and Omega building were the target of a large operation. Everyone was arrested.
全員捕まった
Robert the
パパラッ
paparazzi
チは
published the story and won a Pulitzer Prize.
ピュリツァー賞を手に入
Two
って
doctors and their 2
ドクターは
fathers dedicated themselves to finding a cure for cancer using nanonuclear weapons.
Wasn't it one doctor?
That's what they wanted us to believe. The captain of that boat retired with my $50 million, but he died of gonorrhea the week after.
Seriously?
Nah, but he would have deserved it. Do you remember Private Mike, the one I found hammered and
これ
whose
ちゃん
leave
と
I
やっぱ
obtained?
今までやったことが影響してる
He could finally visit his daughter for her birthday.
Hello?
And I
娘
went
と会え
back
たの
to my
か
old life as a smuggler. The end.
Wow. Jesse, that's the most incredible story ever told. My god, you have an amazing imagination. You should be a video game writer.
You don't believe me?
Not a word.
Thank you very much, Miss Incredulous. Hey, who are those guys?
Must be an improvised patrol. Don't say a word if they don't ask you anything.
何してるの
Good morning. May I see your passports, please?
Good morning. Here you are.
Very well. Let's see. Fuck. You're Jesse Fox.
Yeah, that's me.
Holy Jesus. I can't believe it.
Hey, Jimmy. Who is that guy?
Fuck, Mike. He's Fox. The one who rescued Colonel Alan Harris and
本当らしい
nuclear attacks. I really admire you, Mr. Fox. You're a fucking hero.
Thanks, soldier.
Here are your passports. Go, drive carefully.
ちゃんと全部本当の話らしい
Are you okay? You've been very quiet.
Stop the car.
おい
What's up?
Then it's true. It's all true.
Now do you believe me?
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me now.
エンディングめっちゃしっかりしてるじゃん Kiss me now 途中おちゃらけて普通になんだしっかりして終わっためっちゃよくできてるじゃんこのゲームミッションコンプリートエンディングでした1時間くらいだったか まあ短めで終わるのはちょうどかな。途中話してたことが影響してるってことはエンディングも多少変わるのかな、選択肢で。休暇与えたから、いやでもあれミッションだったから絶対にやらないといけないのか。いやー、アンメタルいいゲームだった。スイッチランキング食べてないな、全く。敵コロどうだろうな。銃を手に入れた時点でドクターと会ってたから殺せない気がするんだよな。死んじゃったらゲームオーバーになるし、変わるのかな、できるのかな。半魚人幽霊ウツボは人間じゃないよ。まあ、うん。スペシャルサンクスに遊んでくれたなどを入れるゲームは素晴らしい。この会社の、なんだ、前作のアンエピックも面白いんだよ。ジョーク入れつつって感じで。
Yesterday I met that guy in a bar. He was nice. I told him that I was going to slog as a guard here today. And he said if I pretended he rescued the colonel and prevented nuclear attacks when he drove by, that he'd give me $100. $100 for saying 4 sentences. Can you believe it?
なるほど。
Good morning. May I see your passport?
嘘だったわ。
Good morning. Here you are.
It's been the easiest $100 ever.
嘘でした。
People make up stupid shit just to score.
Yeah, dude.
オチまでしっかりしてる。This story is lie. 壮大なナンパだったね。実績まだいっぱいあるし。ほえー。確かに、あんな壮大な話していけるならナンパしてもいけそう。というわけで、アイピックでしたなんだけど、ちょっと、気になるんだけど、気になる選択肢だけちょっとやろう。
I dipped the severed arm in the water to calculate the depth.
こう、広さ10ヤードとかにしたらどうなるんだろう。このサハリンの。
Hold on, Mr. Fox. What exactly did you say attacked you?
What you just heard.
もちゃん
Some
と
sort of hybrid between
別の
piranha
話用
and
意されて
human.
る。
A human
Has it?
piranha attacked you? I see. And in your opinion, could you elaborate how this hybrid could exist?
That question kept gnawing at the back of my brain the entire day. I dwelled
結
on it
局
over and over
生まれたに
again.
したけど母親か
After seeing
ら
everything I saw on that base, their facilities, their experiments, their
どうなるんだ
labs,
ろ
I
う。
reached
ちゃん
the
とその
only
まま進む
logical
のかな。
explanation.
And what was that, Mr. Fox?
A creepy scientist must have wanted to create a child of his own, but realizing he accidentally used piranha DNA, He deemed the child a monster. He held it up, looked deep into its fishy, loving eyes, and flushed it down the toilet with no care for its feelings.
Holy Jesus.
When the piranha ended up in the sewers, it started multiplying and shared its story of betrayal to all of its new piranha offspring.
ちゃんと用意
The
されてる
same ones
し、
that attacked me.
そのまま進むわ。おえー。もう話聞いてるからスルーして。
The first file was about
見て連絡して。
Colonel. Do you copy?
Operation Jericho is a
ジリコ作戦でしたと。はい。カード切らなきゃいけない。戻って。次また、エルレンリングやると思うんだけど、筋力進行者的なやつでやろうかと思ってます。一回間に挟んだから、またやろうかと。地球儀だっけ、ここ。地球儀で。間に進むゲーム。いやー、面白いゲームなら何でもやるべきだし。ただ、次、筋力進行やってルレンリング多分配信でやるのが最後かな。って思ってる。で、カードを手に入れて、戻ると、シュレッダーが動いてるから、
Shredders.
で、この先だ。範囲を広くしたらどうなるのか。
As I proceeded down the sewer
ここだよ。
sidewalk, I noticed a path nearby I couldn't reach.
Why not?
It was across the sewer water.
What was the distance to the other side?
10ヤード。
Around 10 yards.
Hold on. Weren't those channels narrow? You're contradicting yourself, Mr. Fox.
That's because the sewer fumes were psychotropic and messing with my senses.
I see.
I realized I needed something to cross to the other side.
あー、なるほど。距離変わらないんだ、結局。10ヤードに感じたで進むんだ。へー。ほえー。ちゃんと、選択肢話用意されてるし、しっかりしてる。納得のいく話になってる、ちゃんと。ほえー。ということはまた、まあ、こういう回収するのも楽しめるということかな。というわけで今日はちょっと1時間で早いけど、これで終わりにしようと思います。クリアしたしね。Thank you for watching. Today's stream is end. ちょっと早いけど、1時間だけど、明日多分なくって、明後日またエルデンリングをやると思います。お疲れ様です。 うずらさんありがとう。山田太郎さんもありがとう。まあ、パパッと終わるのもいいよね、たまには。大体3時間やってるしね、いつも。アンメタルくん。スチームで売ってて、あれ、スイッチでも出てるんだっけ？そう。スイッチとか PS5 でも出てるので、よかったら遊んでみてください。それではまた次回の配信でお会いしましょう。バイバーイ。